Welcome to my stream, Milan J. Today I'm doing something special. Yesterday I read about this web framework, Socket.io. And I did this small Node.js application, which is just a chat. It's the example application from Swift, from Socket.io. And I want to make an iOS client for it. So to see how this all can work together. So at the end of this session I want to be able to have an iOS app that can chat with those two browsers here. So let's see. There's a Socket.io client for Swift available, which I have packaged here using CocoaPods into my project. And the app is looking just like the browser app. With a table view here for the chat messages, a text field and a button, and the button I can't see really, so I have to just correct that. Why is that? I think this one is a problem. This is 80%. And this is 20%. What's the problem here? Welcome to my stream, Denver Cowboy. That looks strange. Okay, let's change the auto layout for this. button. Okay. This is looking nicer. And I want to have this as sent. Okay, so we have yes, it's going fine. It's Sunday, it's a little bit of snow outside, so a good weather for coding and trying something. And today I'm just not working on my usual app, I'm just trying something out. Welcome to my stream, Live Coding TV support, and goodbye. Okay. So to demonstrate what this Node.js application is doing, it's a quite simple app. It's using the Socket.io framework. I can just it's just a simple chat application where both of these browsers can send messages to each other. And I want to make an iPhone app which also connects to this chat server using the Socket.io client library for Swift. So let's see. The first thing we have to do is to send the chat message to the server, and this socket listener here is waiting for messages with the name chat message. But I think first we have to get connected to the server, so let's start with this. Yes, we can do it with this construct here. Okay, so let's try. So I think I can do this in Viewdit load. Socket.io client, I think. Socket URL. Why doesn't he help me? Strange. So socket URL is localhost 3000. So maybe we will do it like this. Okay, so this should get us connected. Let's try if we already can see something. Yes, I'm using microphone. Welcome to my stream, Zefok. Let's try out if we can connect. So let's see our browsers and let's start the app. Didn't do anything. What's happening? Oh, we have a build error. What's up? Toilette constant. No, let's do it like this. Yes, if I use let here, I have to do it in the initializer, so let's try again. Still not working? Okay, the app is started, but I don't get any feedback within my chat windows here. I would have expected to get this message here, new user connected. Oh, I think the connect will take place with this connect method. Okay, so we have to do it a little bit further. Let's just do a connect for now. I want to see if this works. I do not handle any events at the moment. So let's go. Let's open the browsers. And I'm getting a crash. I'm getting a crash here. Well, maybe I got the crash because I started it from Xcode, but I still get no feedback here. Why is that? Okay. We have a security issue here because in Swift or in iOS, yes, the app is not too sophisticated at the moment. It's just a simple, as you can see here, it's just the same as I have here in the browsers, a simple chat app, which is based on this Node.js application, and I want to connect with the iPhone app to it. So it's just a simple table view with all for the chat messages, same as here. And I have a text field for the chat message and a send button. Just the same setup as here in the browser window. And I want to make this iOS app to be able to chat with the browser windows. But this isn't working because I have an HTTP connection, and by default the runtime, the Cocoa runtime is preventing this because Apple wants everything to be encrypted. But we can change that, I think. Let's do it in Xcode. So I think there is property available. Add row. There's a property for security, something like that. Privacy. I think there was an option here to allow HTTP connections, because for my simple example I don't worry about any security issues. So let's see, transport security settings. I think this one is it. And dictionary. Allow arbitrary loads, and then we say here, yes, that's the trick to be able to use HTTP connections. Welcome to my stream, all of the new viewers. And what server does it use for a chat? It's a Node.js application, which I wrote here in WebStorm. Very simple. It's if you go to the page socket.io, which is the base for this, the homepage of this framework here I'm using. There's an example application, which is exactly this chat application. This is just built after their instructions, so it's working. I can chat in this Windows here. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is that I want to get an iOS app which also connects to this chat. This is my experiment for today. So it's just a Node.js application. I think it's quite interesting to connect those technologies, so the iOS frameworks with Swift and Cocoa to such an incredible JavaScript framework like Node.js. I think it has many possibilities to connect those technologies. So this is my experiment for today. So okay, so now I think, since I have changed the setting here, it now should work to get connected to the server. Let's start the app and let's look into the browsers, and the app crashes again. The problem is that app code doesn't immediately get those changes, I think. Maybe I should do it completely in Xcode. Let's run it here. And now I can see the message that the new user has connected to the chat, which is quite nice. Which we still can't chat now because I have not implemented the messages for it. But this would be the next steps. But we already get a connection to our chat system here with our iPhone app. Okay. So let's go a step further. I now want to have the possibility to send a chat message to the server. So I would have to implement this send button here. So let's make an action method. Into this view controller. We don't need this here. Okay, and this is an action. And send button pressed. Okay. And I also need an outlet to the text field because I will need to get the content. So let's do this too. This is a chat text field, for example. Okay. I think I will keep Xcode for now. I was using AppCode because I set up the CocoaPods dependency to the Socket.io client. But I think AppCode has still some issues with Swift, so let's keep Xcode for this test. Okay, so now I have my chat text field here. Now let's see how we can do this. To add two things, a method call that we add our handlers to our socket. Okay, I can use this socket emit. So this would be handy for now. So let message equal to chat text field dot text. Let's force this. And now I want to send this message to the server. So I'm using a socket emit, and I'm sending the event name chat message, which is the message that I'm expecting here on the server. And this function here in Node.js does nothing else than to emit this message to all other clients. So this is the purpose of a chat. So I'm receiving a message from one client and distribute it to all other clients in their chat window. So this is quite simple here. And that's what I'm doing here. So let's send the message to the server. Okay, I think we can give it a try. Let's start the app. So let's see our two browser windows. And now I'm typing hello from iPhone. And I'm pressing the send button, and I'm getting these messages here in my browser windows, which is quite amazing and very simple. I just did one line of code or two to get the text, but essentially it's one line of code. So this is very amazing, I think. Welcome to my stream, Guac-Jack. So this seems to be a quite powerful framework. So let's continue. We are not finished yet, because I also want to see, of course, the messages from the other clients here on my iPhone. So is it working over Wi-Fi? It works over every net, so it also would work over the internet. So it's not just a local Wi-Fi thing. For me, for my test here, I connected to localhost because my server is running here. But if the server would run somewhere in the internet, I would also be able to connect to it. So I don't know, do you know Node.js? Node.js is just, in this case, it's just a small web server which listens on port 3000. And Socket.io is an addition to it, which additionally makes a direct connection between the client and the server. So this browser just connects to localhost 3000. And I have the web server, told the web server to use every URL that comes in and send the index.html file, which is the chat window, which I can see here in the browser. And additionally to that, this HTML window has some kind of JavaScript in it, which just does the same what I'm doing with my iOS app and connects to the server parallel to the web connection, to the GET request, to the HTTP connection, to exchange messages and events. One event is the chat message. So if I submit the chat form here in the web, if I press this send button here, I just send socket emit chat message with the text in the text field to the Socket.io framework. And the server gets it. It has a listener here on chat message. Do the following. And this just emits it to all other clients. And additionally, here is also a socket.on message, so a listener to here to the chat messages, and this causes just the message to be appended to the large text field here in the browser. And the same I'm doing now with or I'm trying to do now with the iOS application. So that's in a little roundup of what I'm doing here. And there's a Socket.io client library available for so that I can not just do it with JavaScript, so I can also do it with Swift. And I'm just trying to connect to my chat server this way. And I'm doing the same here as the JavaScript did, as I showed you before. Socket.emit. So emit is sending an event out to the server. That there's a new chat message. And the server then spreads it to all other connected clients. So I hope this... Where's the code for iPhone? The iPhone code is here. So it's nearly the same. It has I have a socket which is of type Socket.io client, and then I can use all the methods that I can also use in JavaScript. For example, the most important one is the socket.emit. And this is the same what I'm doing here. Wait, where is it? Here. So if I press the submit button in the browser, I do a socket emit, send an event to the server. This is the server here, which listens on the event and spreads it to all other clients. And the clients have a listener that just append the new chat message to the text window here. So if I do it here, it works the same way as I'm doing it from the iPhone. And the next step would be, first, after sending a chat message, I want to clean up the text field, and I want to receive chat messages to do the same thing that this does here. I want to listen on chat messages and append the new chat messages to my table view here, so that it appears here in this list. So just like a normal chat application is working. So that's the topic. Hello, Rodzin. Welcome to my stream. Where would you recommend to start learning Swift, and maybe some example project to start with? I am a JS developer and wanting to get into iOS development. Oh, there are many resources. The main resource is, yes, I'm fine, Rodzin. The main resource is, of course, the Apple page. Apple has released a book about Swift, which is free, where you can learn the main the language basics. I can say there are many tutorials available on YouTube, for example. And what can you do? You can do maybe. What do I have? There are some great pages out there, but they are quite more advanced. So if you want to start, I can recommend reading the Apple book, and also I can recommend some Udemy courses. I don't know if you know Udemy. I'm posting the link here in the chat, which is quite amazing. It has many video courses about different topics. In most cases, they are quite expensive. They cost over 200 euros for a video course. But in every 2 or 3 weeks, there are discounts available of about 95% or so. So you get it for 10 or 12 euros. So that's if you really want to learn, that would be a good investment there. So, but you have to wait until until a new discount offering is appearing on Udemy. Otherwise, it would be quite expensive. But I bought about 20 courses there, and every course was only between 10 and 20 euros. So I'm always waiting for discount offerings. Okay, so let's continue with our app. Okay, we have to clean up the chat message field after sending the message. So let's say chat text field, text is equal to blank. And now I want to have a listener, I'm making a function for it, just as recommended in the documentation. And I'm doing a socket.on, and I'm listening for chat message events. And I now have to implement this closure here. There's an array of objects here. Let me take a look into the documentation. The data is the array, I think, and acknowledge is the, could be the socket, I think. Okay, let's try. Data, and this, can make this a little bit simpler here. Okay, so here I have my message handler, which should be able to handle an incoming chat message from the server. So what should happen if a new chat message is appearing? In this case, I want to append a record into the table view. The first thing I want to do is to add the text message into my messages array. So I'm using append. And I'm appending the data, which is a string. So let's convert this data as string. So if let and it's, I think I have to do it this way because this is an array here. Okay, I'm in a closure, so I have to say self. Okay, so I append the message to the array, and now I will have to do an insert into the table view. For this I have to add the table view as an outlet. So let's do that. Table view, that goes into here. Let's call it simply table view. Okay, now I can say table view insert rows at index paths, and as an index path I will have to declare this for row self messages.count in section 0. And now I can say this. What's the problem? Okay, I have to insert self. Okay, so what I'm doing now is to, when I receive a chat message, which this Node.js server is sending out here, and then I have to update my table view within the app. I'm getting the message out from the data I receive, appending the message to my messages array here, and determining the index path for the last row in the table. I'm not sure if this is working, we have to look. And then I'm inserting the new row into the table view. So let's try it. So now let's go into our browser window and let's type hello iPhone, and let's see what happens when I'm clicking on send. I get a crash. And this is because I have to do it like this, I think. Because self messages already has, and maybe we can do it we can do it a little bit more. We can add we can append, no, that's not good. I have to do it here and have to say count -1, because I'm in the table at this moment only has one element fewer than in my messages array, because I appended one, and I have to insert it at the last position in the table view. So I think this should be working. Let's try again. Again, I'm typing hello iPhone. I'm sending, and I'm getting the message in my iPhone app. That's really awesome. Very easy connection between those two systems, completely different systems, a Node.js application and an iPhone app. So, what can we do next? There's also a connection event available, where I can see that a new user has connected, which I will implement into my app. Let's think about it. We can do this as a function here, I think. Func add message to or just add message. And I can call this method here. And now I will implement a second handler. What is the event? Is user connected. So let's listen on this event. User connected. And in this case, I just want to call self app message new user connected, same as in the browser window. So let's try it. Here I get the message, but I want to let's do another chat window. Let's open the iPhone. And now I'm getting the message that a new user has connected to the chat. I can type in hello there. And I'm getting this message here. Oh, hello. Send. So this is completely working. That's very cool. Very cool. So, what we can do now is there are, let me see where it was. There are a few extensions available to this chat software. Write a chat application. This is the sample application I'm using here for this demo. But there are some suggestions here. Homework. And I want to continue this, to do all these tasks, but not only for the browser window, but also for the iOS chat client we just have built. So I will make a short break of 2 minutes and I'll be back soon. Just a second, please. Okay, I'm back. Welcome to my stream, Wuozian. Okay.
A man is like a computer. 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 A man is like a computer.
So let's see, what can we do? Support for nicknames. How can we do that? How can we do support for nicknames? I think the user would have to enter a nickname before he connects to the chat.
Like the piano, it too may be programmed with punch tape or cards, or by more advanced devices such as magnetic tape,
So
talking directly to the computer. Like the
let's close one of these. We would have to extend this web application here. A man is like a computer, exactly. Okay. Let's first think how we can do this in a simple manner. I think we can do if the user first connects to the chat, he just gets a guest, a kind of guest nickname, guest and a random number. And he can later change his nickname by using a command a chat command, for example. So let's do it like this, because I want to have it simple. So let's think about how we can do this. User connected message on connection. So here this is a connection to the server. Can I pass something to the server from here? Let's look it up in the documentation of Socket.io. The question now is, where can I generate this this guest idea? Are you really 34 years in programming? Yes. I started with programming in 1982, I think. It was before the Commodore computers got popular. I had a little Timex machine, which has an integrated BASIC interpreter, so I started programming with that. And then I bought a Commodore 64, and so on. Okay, to do this I will have to look something a little bit up, because I'm also new to this socket IO technology. So let's look into the documentation. I want to connect firstly a connection. What I want to do now, the question is, where do I do it? Do I generate the guest nickname on the server, or do I generate this in a client? What if I'm generating it on the server? I have this connection event here, which is called when a new connection has been made to the socket. That is long, yes. So I've done many things in that time. But now currently I'm mostly doing Java development in my job and Swift programming in my private life. So these are my two main topics, but I also do some Node.js because I think it's an interesting technology, especially in connection with iOS, I think. So okay, what can we do? Here. Maybe I will make a new function here. Generate nickname. Now we need a random number. Is there a possibility to get the current time? Let's see. Get milliseconds. Okay, I want to take this one. New date and d get milliseconds. And then I append this milliseconds to the string and return the nickname. So that's a simple function to generate a random guest ID. So let's call it here. Now nick is equal to generate nickname. Nickname. Let's print it to the console. whether Swift will become a mainstream language. I think there is a good chance that it will happen, especially since Apple released it as open source. Because I think it's a really powerful language with many nice features, a very modern language, and so I see a good chance that this will happen. But we'll have to see. As the time will give us the answer to this. I think there's still no Windows board available, but I hope that this will be a matter of time. So now when I got a connection and I sent out this user connected event, I want to send the new nickname with this event. So now user connected, I getting a nickname with it, and I can say user plus nick Okay, let's restart the Node.js server and let's try to connect a new user here in the web application. I still only got the new user connected method because this one is the old one. And now why is this only three digits? Okay, it gets the milliseconds of the current time, not the complete date as expressed in milliseconds. So, but this doesn't matter for now, I think. The only thing is that the user itself doesn't get the message. Anyway, let's build this into the iPhone app too. So when I get the user here, when I get the user connected message, I can say if let nick be equal to data 0 as a string. Then I can say self add message, not a new user connected, but a user. This is one nice language feature in Swift. So can directly embed the nickname into the string without concatenating with plus or something. So let's run the app again. And now I can see in my chat windows here that a new guest user has connected. And now let's reload this window. And I'm getting this message here in both of the other windows. That's nice. Yes, it's not yet ready for web development, that's correct. But I think this is not the primary use case for Swift at the moment. Maybe it will get it will become a use case, but it's not just now. Welcome to my stream, Rexim and Roro. So this is working now. Only problem is that connect. Fired upon a successful connection. What does the broadcast do? Let's look. Path, adapt to origins, attach, listen, bind. Socket init, socket join, socket init. Maybe I have to do additionally in the server. A socket init, user connected with the nickname, to send this message also to the client that has just connected. Let's try it. What if I reload the stream? Yes, now I'm getting the message from within my client. So but maybe I will do it a little bit differently. I send not a user connected message. I'm sending a set nickname method event, which I have to implement here. So let's listen on this set nickname event in the client. present another message connected as so now the client itself gets a different message. If he's reconnecting, he is getting a message connected as guest 524. The other ones getting a message user guest 524 connected. This is my iPhone, I think. And this looks more likely than for a chat application. So now I have to implement this behavior also into my iPhone app. Where are my handlers? Here. Set nickname. In this case, I want to get the nickname. I just can copy it. This one, and I want to set a property. This will I will have to do also in the web client. Nickname of type string. By default, this is empty. But I will set it here. Okay. This should do the trick. Let's do the same in the web client, so that I setting a variable here. Nickname. I will set the nickname to this one. So I have the nickname which I got from the server. I have now stored on the client side, so that the client knows what nickname he has been assigned to. Okay. Now let's try this out. Let's run the app. Okay, and now I'm getting the message connected as guest 797. And in the browser windows, I'm getting user guest 797 connected. Okay. Okay. next step could be that when I type a message here, not only the message is shown, but also the sender of the message in front of it. This will be the next task. So this concerns the chat message event. So I not only will have to send out the message itself, I will also have to send the nickname that sent the message. So okay, let's do it like this. I'm getting a nickname with this message, and I'm proposing it to all the other clients. So I'm adding a second parameter to this event. Now in the client, I will not only send the contents of the text field, but also my nickname with it. And additionally, when I receive a chat message, I'm getting also a nickname. And I now can not only show the message, but I can say Nick this one. Okay, this should be good enough. Let's try it. Let's reload the page. Now let's type hello here. And now I can see guest 651 : and hello. This is a format that is well known in chat software, so you can now see who has sent the message. And now, welcome to my stream, Big Gray Hair Boy, nice name. Now I will have to put this into my iPhone app. So I'm adding this to get also the nickname out of the event, and I can say say it like this. So I'm now adding the nickname, and also when I send a message, I will send my nickname with the message. Why doesn't he detect that there's a nickname property? Okay. So let's rerun the app. Okay, it's working. Nice. Very nice. Okay, what could be the next step? We have now our nicknames. The next step could be the possibility to change the automatically generated nickname into a correct one. So let's see. I think we can remove this welcome to the chat message here. Okay. This is really a nice framework, this Socket.io thing. I like it. Okay, so now let's first change something in the layout here. Want to make the table view a little bit wider. Yes. And now I will have to implement the possibility to change the nickname. How can I do this? When I submit the form here, I will have to look for the first character in the string which I receive, if it's a slash. And this way I can distinguish between normal chat messages and commands. Let's try to do this. No. Can I do it like this? There's a char add function. Starting to use Swift syntax here in my JavaScript. Okay. Now I'm checking if the first character of the text is a slash. And if that's the case, I maybe can extract a command from it. The start is 1. Let's see what this gives me. Okay, that's great. I'm getting the command with that. Now, next thing is to split the command into its components. There's a semicolon missing. Split with a separator of blank. This should give me an array. And now I can say how can I do this in the best way? I can send this to the server, I think. Let's do the server work. So I just do a socket init. Let's just call the event command, and I'm passing the complete command string to it. So now I'm sending this event back to the server. I have entered a command in my chat line, and the server has to deal with it. So I can implement a new event listener here. Socket on command, which is a function which gets the command. Okay. First command we implement is the nick command, where I can change my nickname. So first let's do this. Now I can do if. Let's do it simple first. Args 0. Now let's make a variable for the command name. Let command be equal to args 0, because the first element in that array will be our command, not let. I'm not in Swift. So let's do it like this. If command equals nick, and I say new nickname is equal to args 1. And if the new nickname is defined, then I will send out a new event, changed nickname. And I'm sending the new nickname with it. Change nickname, and I also broadcast this to all the other clients. Broadcast emit user changed nickname. Okay, so I'm sending out two different events. One for the client that changed the nickname, and one for all the other clients to get known about the new nickname. So I just now have to catch the event here. Socket on. First the change nickname event. This just will set the nickname variable to the new nick, and maybe append a message. Maybe I can do this in a function here, because I'm using it several times. So let's do this. Append add message, like in the Swift. Message and style. So now I'm just copying this one here. Yeah, no, I'm wrong. Let's do it like this. Let's make a default behavior for the style. If style is not defined, or style is equal to an empty string, then style is equal to color black. This is the default. Welcome to my stream, Choreo and Pavian Typ. Now this is okay. User nick connected, and instead of this I will place the message. Okay, so now I have a convenient function for this, for adding messages to my chat. The style here is color red. And I have the same here, just the message is a different one. Okay. So and in this case I just have to call add message with a nick colon and message, maybe without a style parameter. So I now can you are now known as Nick and the style is color red. Okay, let's try this. When I now say Nick is Karmar, you are now known as Karmar. Exactly what I wanted. A web view inside of Swift in iOS. I think there's a ready-made component for it. So it should be not that hard, I think. There's a UI web view component, I think, which you can use, which you can configure. So what should be displayed. And that's, I think this is not a difficult task. the only thing I still have this. I think I should do this here outside of the if, so let's try it again. Nick is Karmar. Yes, great. Now all the other users should get informed that my user has changed his nickname. So for this I have made a second event. Which is user changed nickname, I think. Let me see. User changed nickname. This is a broadcast. This is broadcasted to all other clients. So and I'm getting a function here with the nickname. And now I can handle this event. If a user changed his nickname, I want to just add a message. Oh, I think I'm missing something. I will have also to provide the old nick and the new nick for this. And then I can present the message user old nick is now known as new nick. Which I also will do in red color, because it's a system message. Okay, now I have to send both parameters, so let me see. For this to work, I only would have to receive the nick of the user that sends the command. And then I can send this with the broadcast. And I will have to send my current nickname together with the command. So this is really a powerful framework, this Socket.io thing. I like it very much. Now I'm getting my nickname and I can send it back to this event here. And now I'm getting the old nick with it, so let's try it. Let's try it out. I'm changing my nick to Karmar. You are now known as Karmar, but this... what's that? Let's clean this up here. I can see now it's working. This calling seems not to work here. But anyway, you are now known as Karmar, and here guest 228 is now known as Karmar, and if I say hi, I'm getting the new nickname. which is quite nice. Okay, my iOS application still cannot do something with the nickname, but it already presents the new one. But what it's not doing is it's not presenting this message here. And I also don't have a possibility to set my nickname on the iPhone app. So this will be the next task within my iOS app. Welcome to my stream, Altrim. Let's switch to the iOS application. The first simple thing I can do is socket on user changed nickname to catch this event here. Because in this case I can just make if let old nick is data 0 as string and new nick is data 1 as string. And in that case, if that works, I can say self add message user is now known as, and now I can fill in the old nick and the new nick. So let's try it. Let's change this one to test nick. And now, oh, this seems to be a bug. Okay, I called both Kalmar. In a later version, we should check it on the server if this nickname is already registered, but for this simple demo, I won't do that, I think. So, if I do this here, let's call it John. Hello, John is saying hello. Test Nick is also saying hello. This is already working, pretty awesome. You are doing this for practice or for some client? No, this is just an experiment for myself, just for educational reasons. I want to. Yesterday I detected this Socket.io framework. Which is especially useful if you use Node.js, where you can directly connect from your browser's JavaScript to the server and exchange events between them. And I detected that there's also an iOS client for it. So this is just today it's just an experiment. I want to see how it works together, a web application and an iOS app using this framework, and it works really brilliant, I think. So it's really very similar code. You can just make an iOS app behave as the browser app. Yes, very interesting to do it. I started yesterday in the evening, but I didn't stream about it. I just set up the project here. And then I decided to stream about it today because I think it's not for me very interesting, so not only for me. Okay, now I have to introduce a possibility to change the nickname on the iPhone. Maybe I can do that a little bit more comfortable than in the browser with the /nick command. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see. What if I make an additional button bar here, maybe? Where I add a new button. Maybe here. Or here. Change nick. Which I will place here. And I will delete this constraint here and make a new one from this to this. And I also will position this element here. To this one. And I will also make this. So this should be working now. Is it? Expected width 5 message label. What's the message label? Oh, I have to adjust this. Okay. So I have a new button, change nickname, which I will now connect to my view controller. So let's put it, it's just an action method, I think, here. Action, change nickname button pressed. Okay, and now in this function I want to open a small window where the user can enter his new nickname. And then this event will be sent to the server as a command event, like we did it in the web application. So, first thing to do is to display an I think it's called UI action, UI, what was it? UI alert controller is the new one. With the title, new nickname. Please enter your new nickname. Preferred style is an alert. Welcome to my stream, Pavian Typ and PBP EOD. Okay, so now I have my controller. Let me have a look at the documentation for this. Okay, now I can set actions. I can add actions to this alert controller. So let's first have a text field action. Alert. Just let's have a look at this. Text field with configuration handler. Text field properties. Okay, calling this method. Okay, and I have this text fields property to get access to these. So let's see. I think I just can do a controller. Add text field with configuration handler. Text field. Let's use this short version here. I'm just setting the placeholder here to nickname. And I want to add an OK button. Okay. Alert action style. Alert action style, we can say default. And in this method here, I will then call the socket emit, I think, where I send this new command to the server. So let's see. But first, let's make this finished. I can say controller add action, OK action, and then I can say what was it? Present view controller. And the view controller is the controller. Animated is true. Completion block is nil. So let's just see if that works. So when I press the change NIC button, I am getting a crash here. What's that? Invalid sizes. Well, let's see what this is. Same problem. This seems to be generic error. We can try to do it like this.